Hello there, Runnineers. It's Manny, and I'm excited to get going. I am wearing all my Star Wars stuff because technically this is Star Wars weekend, but of course that was discontinued in that format. So now it's going to be Springtime Surprise. I'll get into that why I think Springtime Surprise is here to stay. But do I think they'll have Star Wars runs? Yes, that's in the future, but that's for a different topic. But before we get started, as usual, please subscribe to the channel. Please tell your friends about it. There's a lot of stuff to cover today. As a matter of fact, we have breaking news, and so I'll get right to it. But we are going to start with the announcement of the virtual runs, and we'll get right to it. First off, the Summer Series is coming back, and it's going to be Frozen themed, so let's take a look at the medals. So there are 4 distinct medals, all the way from Kristoff, Anna, and Elsa, and all the way to Olaf. And if you scroll down the series, it will give you the prices. Each one of them a little bit lower than $50. If you get all 3 of them, it's over $150 though. These are really good for the summer, especially since it's so hot in Florida. A 5K early in the morning is really not going to do it in for you. Probably not even in the afternoon if you're properly hydrated. But it's better that you do it whenever you can. That way you can enjoy the parks when you go during the summer. During the summer months, it's going to be a lot more packed as usual. But you get to enjoy doing a 5K and getting a Disney medal. Now, my thought process is I don't partake in any of these. I thought about doing once because I loved, I think it was the Haunted Mansion medal that they had a few years ago, and I loved that one. I didn't do it either way. I just don't, it's not my cup of tea to do virtual runs, but I completely understand if you guys want to do them. Number one is they're cheaper. You can do them at your own time. It's not the expense of going out there and running. And not only that, if you want to fill in, like I thought about this last time too, so if you want to do a regular run and you want to fill it in, a 5K medal by doing a virtual, that's another great idea. I think that's fantastic. So to each his own, and if you guys, that's your preference, guys, go ahead and do it. I'll do a whole video on how I think you can enhance your virtual run, but that's another topic. Let's get into our next topic, which is the Springtime Surprise coming up in 2 days. So very soon I'll be leaving on a jet plane. I don't think I'm coming back again. That was pretty bad, the wording of it. But one of these days I am going to just go over there and I'm just going to stay over there. But we got Springtime Surprise. The expo starts on Thursday, so let's get right to it. So for those of you who are not familiar, and I'm not familiar with some of these runs because these are all retro runs, but we got an email and, well, let's take a look at the email. Well, the email is for Expedition Everest 5K and what you need to know. And if you look at this is actually going to be pretty interesting. So it's an interactive event, and you will need to download the mobile adventure app prior to the event arrival. That's through the Apple or Google store. And you'll get some more information at the Run Disney Health and Fitness Expo, and you'll be asked to scan a QR code to follow up. So that's going to be pretty interesting itself. During the event itself, you'll complete some goals, given some tasks, individual course maps. So that's going to be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. So obviously, you're going to have a app for the 5K, which is this Thursday evening, and I actually already downloaded the app. Let's take a look at it a little bit more detail, but not a lot of details yet. So all it basically says is to enter the code or to scan the QR code, and then you can start your game. So obviously you're going to get that code at the expo. You're going to be able to put it in there. You're going to be able to practice from what I understand. I would suggest that you do practice it so that way Thursday night you're aware of what's going on. I have a feeling they're going to have reminders throughout the courses so that way you guys can, if you don't remember exactly what it is, you can actually work on it, practice on it right before the race, and have an enjoyable run. My suggestion to you, as usual, is just enjoy the runs, okay, guys? Don't think about it too much. You're not going to be swept on Thursday night. But just go out there and have some fun. Now, the other thing is the Expo Pass. So you have the Expo Pass. As a matter of fact, I got the email, so let's take a look. This one is very easy. You just click on Access Check-in Pass, and you can download it or you can print it out. But either way, you have it right there. So that Expo Pass is basically just so you can pick up your bib. Make sure that you take your ID. They will not just give it to anybody, so you have to be you have to be there. Now, speaking of merchandise, do I think the lines are going to be long this time? Yes, I do think they're going to be very long. Guys, I plan on getting there early myself. Guys, I don't know how early. I'm going to try to get there pretty early. But guys, I do think it's going to get packed pretty early. Resellers get there early. Just remember that. I didn't even really think about it the last time I was there. As you saw my video, and I will record it again. Once I get to the expo, I'm going to record everything. There was a bunch of resellers. Finally, I was looking at them because they had stacks of stuff. And then you looked at me, and I had like 4 or 5 measly things in my basket. So, I'm not a reseller, guys. You can come up and call me on it if you want to, but you're gonna see that I have a measly few things here and there, and that's it. What are they gonna have? I don't know. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna have magic bands. They're gonna have shirts, obviously glasses, drinking glasses. Of course, spirit jerseys is the most popular one right now going on, guys. I think they're gonna have retro stuff because of the 3 different races. I'm looking more forward to the Tower Terror 10 miler, so I'll probably be looking at that. But just be aware that there's probably going to be distinct. There always is distinct for the run, but I think it's going to be a little bit more distinct because it's 3 separate races that have been put into one weekend. So I think it's going to be a lot more popular. Be expecting stuff to sell out a little bit faster. I think you're going to see it you're probably going to see it on eBay as soon as tomorrow, I think. So by Thursday morning, stuff is going to be listed on eBay. You're going to be seeing it there. Guys, if you really, really want something, get there early. Again, I'm always there early. So if you remember me, I'm gonna throw this out there. So if I'm there early and you see me early, come and let me know and say, hey, I saw your video. Can I come in with you? I'm that person, and I will let you in with me. How about that, guys? That's something, an extra added bonus for watching the videos. So now, the breaking news. Guys, this is the first time, no, actually it's not the first time, I've seen it happen before, where, I've seen them run out of medals, and they actually did it right. I don't remember, I finished in time, so I got my medals, but people did not receive their medals. So what ended up happening is they had to mail the medals. Guys, if you looked at the email, let's take a look at the email. So it just basically states that there might not be any medals given out at the event, but just to verify your email address and your mailing address so that way they can send them to you once they do get them. So that's going to be interesting, guys. My guess is because they put the email out, we probably will not get medals this weekend. There may be an update saying especially if they get them like on Saturday or something, that you can go to the expo to pick them up, or they're going to mail them to you. So you're going to have a choice there. So to me, it's understandable. As long as I get my medals, even if it's I'm just not going to be able to take pictures of them in the park. But of course, I have my battle wounds. I'm going to have my bibs and stuff and so forth and so on. So don't worry too much about that. And one last thing about the bibs. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 bibs. There may be one for the 5K and one for the challenge. Now, from what I gather is it's going to be, if you have the challenge, it's going to be the same number anyway. But whenever I did the Dopey challenge, it was the same number for both bibs. So I had 2 different bibs, one for the 5K and the 10K, and one for the half and the full. I'm not saying there's going to be 2 bibs, but if they do that, it's usually the same number, just a different color. And that's about it. But I'm not 100% sure until I get there, find out how many bibs we're going to get, especially if you're doing all three runs for the challenge. So guys, with that said, I'm excited to go. I want to be there already. I'm going to go see the concert series, so if anybody wants to join me, the Spinners are playing, the Pointer Sisters are playing, so I'm going to go watch those on a Friday and a Sunday night. So I'm going to be watching those. I already got my Mears confirmation, so guys, unless there's something really, really off with Mears or something really, really good with Mears, you hear me mention it on the videos, but I won't do a whole video of that anymore. I am going to be staying at All Star Sports, but that doesn't open until Thursday, so I will do a whole video on All Star Sports because this is the first time in over 2 years. It's been over 2 years that All Star Sports has been open. It's the last of the resorts to open up, so I'm excited to see that. They gave me the option to stay in one of the other resorts for that many days, or to stay in All Stars, stay one day in one of those, and then the rest of the time in All Star Sports. And I chose to move to All Star Sports. I figured this way, I'm going to check in right away because nobody's in the room. They should already be ready, right? And that's the other bonus, is nobody's been in that room for over 2 years, so I'm going to have a clean room, right, guys? So that's it. So, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully we'll see you there. Guys, all I'm going to say is create a magical day and create a magical run.